So let's have here the testing, and for this test scenario, it is saying that we need to assign this payment method to our vendor. So here we can have the vendor information W101. So where we will be assigning this payment method under the company code data payment transaction. Here we can have the payment method as 7, that is the IDOC. So here we are going to save it. If you want to check it, so this is the payment method IDOC. So we have saved. Now we'll process the payment for this vendor. So you see if any open item is there for this vendor W101, and I just make sure it is to be assigned in the master of W101 only. I think it has been done wrongly to the 102. So let it be W101 and it is 7. Once again we can double check. So okay, it is fine. Now let's check the open item for this vendor in the FBL1 and we will be able to find out the open item. So we have these two line items, and for these two line items we want to get the payment process through the IDOC. So let's use the IDOC payment method, and for that again we will be running the transaction code F110. So let's go to the transaction code F110. If you don't have any open item, you can create it through the transaction code F-43. So here we will have the run date as today's date. It is 8th of May 2020. We will have the identification as it is IDOC payment, and here we can give the parameter. Click on the parameter. This time we have the company code ID as 2180, payment method as 7, relevant for IDOC. Next payment date I'm going to update as 9th of May 2020, and we will have here the vendor. So the vendor information will update as W101, and then we can go to the log, select the log, select first two checkboxes and last checkbox for the payment document generation. For the vendor, we want to have this log W101, and then we can click on the printout slash data medium. Printout slash data medium. So if you remember earlier, we have given the variant ID under the printout slash data medium. In case of check, we have given that information for RFFO US. This time we need to give the information for our program name RFFO EDI. So let's have here the IDOC for 2180. IDOC for 2180. Click on the maintain variant. We'll create the variant and variant. Click on the all selection screen. Enter. Here we need to have the paying company code as 2180. We'll have the paid method as 7. Check IDOC, sorry, IDOC. And then we need to give the house bank. It is CT80. Account ID is 4 times 02. Then you can see no check lot is there because this is a program we have for the IDOC, not for the check. So no check information is required. It is going to generate the IDOC. So we can select the checkbox. We can select the printing if you want to generate some document out of this IDOC. So you can generate this document for your reference. And now I'm going to save the information. Click on the save option. We can give the name of this variant. This is the IDOC variant we will be using for 2180. And this is for the Citibank. Save it. Now go back. Save this variant. Now go to the status tab. So it is saying that the parameters have been entered. Click on the create proposal. Click on the start immediately. The proposal has been created. See the payment. So here the system has selected a payment of 47,000. We have two invoices under it. We can double click on this. We'll be able to find out these two invoices. We can come back and we can go for the payment. If you want to check which payment method system has selected, you can just see on the right side. So here we will have the information that this is the house bank, this is the payment method 7 system has taken for the ITOP. Now if you want to have the log information, you will be able to have this log information over here. So this is the document number system is going to generate, and you will also see here in the information that the payment is made by the EDI or the IDOC generation. So the IDOC the IDOCs were generated for the following payment. and this information is going to be maintained for the house bank CT80. Payment method is 7. We can go for the payment run, and again we can make sure that the start checkbox is there. Enter, enter, and we can click on the printout tab, and here we can remove the question mark. Enter. We can go to the output in the menu, SAP menu, system, go to the output control, click on the output control, and then click on the execute button. So this is the IDOC document system has generated. Now, if you want to see the IDOC sheet, you can go to the IDOC sheet. So this is a brief information that this is a 47,000 payment we are sending to the bank, and we'll be able to get this information. Now you can go to the payment advice. So this is the payment advice you will be able to find out. Then you will also able to find out the information payment summary. Now where we will be able to check that IDOC is generated or not. For that we have a transaction code. It is WE02. WE02. So I will be using transaction code WE02, and it is going to list all your IDOC. It is going to list all your IDOC. So click on the execute button. Now you can just see here the IDOC generated for today's date, and it is generated with the IDOC number 8810, and we'll be able to get this information. So the current status it is showing you with the green signal. It means that it processed successfully. It processed successfully. Where it has gone? It has gone to the port. So the port ID here we can see here it is UNI, and from this port the information has been set up by the system in the form of a account in the form of a document. So we'll see the document, and if for us it is important to know that for any of the IDOC, what is the structure? So this is a structure you can just see on the left side. So here we have in the structure. So for any of their IDOC, for example, we have taken here a outbound IDOC. So the structure is going to be same for inbound and outbound IDOC. And in this structure, we'll have first as a control record. We'll first as control record. Then second information we will have that is a data record. That is the data record. And the last information or the segment we'll have it is a payment records. Payment record. So if we'll just double click on the control record, it will have the information like this is the information we can find out for the IDOC type. So here we have selected the IDOC type as basic type we have selected as PEXR 2002. Massive type we have selected. So this is the information we'll be able to get it. And again the partner profile and the port information we'll be able to get it here. So some technical information we'll be able to find out under the control record, and you will be also able to see the status. It is saying that the data has been passed to the port successfully. Then if you want to find out the data structure, so what type of information we have sent it to the bank, so that information will be able to find out under this data structure. For example, here we have the information. This is the document number, payment document number which system has generated, and some like these are the segments we have, and for each segment some information is there, and that information we will be sending to the bank. So what is the output? So that output we have already seen in that output control we have. So this is the payment we have. So this information will be sent this way only in the form of segment, and this is the payment information we are sending to the bank. Now if our IDOC is pass fail, so how we'll be able to get it? So for that we'll be using some standard ID. We'll be using some number convention. What is that number convention? For the outbound IDOC. For the outbound IDOC, we'll be using the number convention starting from 01 to 50. 01 to 50, whereas for the inbound IDOC, we'll be using the number convention from 51 to 100 or 99. So this is the number convention we have. Now you can just see here if it is coming the information as a 03, it means this is the status record. We'll have the information regarding the status of your IDOC. If it is passed, failed, so where it is. So here we can just see it is 03. It is showing you that the data has been passed to the port successfully. Then and we can see the 30. It is ready for the dispatch. We can send it to the bank, and IDOC generation information will be able to get it through the number status. It is coming as 0. So that is the information we'll be able to get it for the IDOC. Okay. So this is how we will be able to process the IDOC, and you can also able to see the status for the selected IDOC. It is saying that this is processed successfully and the IDOC is returned to the file, so we'll be able to send it to the bank. So this is how this IDOC can also be used for the payments. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. You can like, comment, share, also email us for more details. Thank you.